You've probably seen those AI videos where the same characters appears in different places, different scenes, even different time periods, but somehow the face stays the same. If you've ever tried to make AI video, you know how hard that actually is. Usually one clip looks good, then the next one gives you a different face, different hair, different eyes, and a completely different energy. It feels less like directing a scene and more like gambling with generations. That is exactly why I wanted to test Smartshot by OpenArt, because right now in my opinion GPT Image 2 is the #1 image model and Seedance 2.0 is the #1 video model. But the interesting part is not just the OpenArt gives you access to both. The interesting part is Smartshot, because it connects them into one workflow. You write one simple sentence and before the video is generated, Smartshot creates a full plan for the scene, the characters, the environment, the storyboard, the camera direction, the mood and the way the shots should connect. So instead of acting like a prompt engineer, you are basically acting more like a director. Most AI video tools ask you to describe what you want and then they generate one clip. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and usually you have to keep re-rolling until something feels usable. Smartshot takes a different approach. Before it creates the final video, it builds the creative direction first. It gives you a shot plan, you can see the characters, the setting, the visual direction, the order of the shots and the overall mood before you commit to the final render. That matters because a good scene is not just one beautiful frame, it needs continuity, it needs a reason for the camera to move, it needs characters to feel like the same people from one cut to the next. And for me, that is the part that makes this workflow more interesting than just another AI video generator. So the workflow is actually very simple. You go to Smartshot inside OpenArt, you build or upload your visual references, characters, products, environments, whatever the scene needs. Then you write a clear prompt describing the scene, the action and the line of dialogue if you want the characters to speak. After that, Smartshot builds the shot plan. This is the part I would not skip. You can review the characters, the setting, the storyboard and overall direction before generating the final video. And if something does not match your idea, you can adjust the direction before the rendering. Then you generate the final result and export the video. So instead of writing long technical prompts and hoping the model understands you, you give it the concept, review the creative plan and then let the workflow build the final scene. With that in mind, today I want to test this with 4 different ideas. A comedy scene, a luxury travel vlog, a UGC-style skincare ad and a cinematic action trailer. For the first test I wanted something strange and funny. A medieval knight and a noble woman walking into a modern cafe in Tenerife. For this first setup, I'm going to give Smartshot the prompt, attach 3 reference images, 2 for the characters and 1 for the location, and then generate the video to see how OpenArt handles the contrast between medieval characters and a modern setting. What I like immediately is that Smartshot doesn't jump straight to the final video. First, it gives me the direction of the scene. I can see who is in it, where it takes place, what the mood is, and how the scene is supposed to unfold. That alone makes the result feel more intentional.
Good woman, what manner of brew is most popular among the common folk?
Okay, this is exactly the kind of results I wanted from this test. The comedy is not forced, it comes from the contrast between the medieval characters and the modern environment. The characters are readable, the situation is clear, and the scene feels like it has a beginning and a small payoff instead of just being a random AI clip. For one sentence, this is a very usable result. The second test is completely different. This time I wanted something closer to content you would actually see online. A luxury travel vlog. Here I am using a character reference and an environment reference. I'll paste in the prompt, attach the vlogger and the villa location and let Smartshot build the full scene from there.
Okay guys, I cannot look at this place.
This one feels very convincing visually. What stands out to me most is how real everything looks. The location, the lighting, the model, even the skin texture. Nothing feels overly plastic or obviously AI generated. The face holds up well, the environment feels believable, and the whole clip has a level of realism that makes it much easier to imagine as an actual piece of travel or lifestyle content. The third test is probably the most useful one from a business point of view. UGC-style ads are everywhere right now, especially for skincare, beauty, wellness, and e-commerce brands. The format is simple, a person talking naturally to camera, holding the product, explaining why they like it, and make it feel like a real recommendation instead of a polished commercial. For this setup I'm using 3 references: the model, the product, and the location. I will attach the prompt, attach all 3 images, and then generate the video to see how usable it feels as a UGC-style ad.
This is the only thing that actually helped my skin barrier.
This result feels immediately usable. The model looks believable, the product reads clearly, and the whole thing already feels like a real ad concept, not just an AI clip. You can instantly see the campaign direction, and for testing ideas, hooks or early concept, that is really strong. For the final test, I wanted to push it into cinematic territory. Action scenes are usually where AI video starts to fall apart, because there is movement, dust, vehicles, dramatic lighting, and multiple shots that have to feel connected. For this final setup, I will give Smartshot 3 reference images: the hero, the car, and the location. Then I will generate the video to see if it can hold together a more cinematic action scene. This is where the workflow makes the most sense for cinematic content.
What's left?
Honestly, just look at this. I do not think I need to say much. This could easily be part of a real cinema trailer. And even if you are not making a full movie, this is still incredibly useful for trailers, concept videos, music visuals, game style content, or any project where you want a stronger visual direction. For me, the biggest takeaway is this: AI video is moving from random generation into actual production workflows. For a long time, using AI video meant generating dozens of clips and hoping one of them was usable. Smartshot feels closer to a production system because it gives you the planning layer before the video layer. And that matters whether you are making content for fun, social media, client work, ads, or cinematic concepts. The fact that OpenArt connects GPT Image 2 and Seedance 2.0 in this way is what makes it interesting. You are not just switching between tools manually. The workflow is built around the idea that the image planning and the video generation should work together. And if these are, in my opinion, the best image and video models right now, then having them connected inside one workflow is a very strong advantage. If you want to try Smartshot, I will leave the OpenArt link in the description. You can also use code Smartshot for 50% off the monthly plan. Start with one clear scene idea, add one line of dialogue, and pay attention to the shot plan Smartshot builds before the final video. And if you create something interesting with it, tag me. I would genuinely like to see what you direct. See you in the next one.